Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Dhamma of Peace series, number 6, concerning charity. The talk I am giving today is actually delivered by the Buddha in a few suttas. However, I took the essence of those suttas and talk about in our daily style usage, so we could relate easily. Suppose there's a burning house. Anything one can pull out of that burning house become usable, and the rest is lost. So, a house on fire, and everybody of course tried to get out and grab anything that they could, what they consider useful or important or valuable. And if you can get out of the house with those things become usable, and the rest all gone. So that is the setting the Buddha gave us. One's possession used for self-comfort and pleasure are like burned up goods. And the things given away in charity for others' benefits are like the material pulled out of the burning house, usable and beneficial. So the Buddha gave us the example, and then what he said was, anything we are using for our self-interest, for our pleasure, for our comfort, it's just like the things that are being in the house that's burnt down or lost. But whatever you have had and use it for others people, and they are like things that you can pull out or grab away with you out of the burning house. That's a comparison. One's mind and body are a burning house. Again, burning house? What is it? Our mind and body is the burning house. Most of the time, we pamper ourselves by showering with lavish things called for comfort and pleasure. That's what most of us do. Live well, sleep well, dress well, eat well, party well, for our own comfort and pleasure. Most of the time. Ourself means what is this? This body and this mind. And that is like pouring gasoline on a burning house. It'll really burn up doing like that. Everything we do for self-interest and pleasure, basically they are greed. We are fulfilling greed. And greed is the primary mental defilement. However, if one does charity for others, it becomes useful. And according to the Buddha, and putting in a different way, like the things pulled out of the burning house, the things we donate to others, we give to others, is like the goods that we pull out of the burning house. Charity is an actual possession that constantly follows you in this life and afterlife. We thought once we do charity, we give away and we don't have it. That is our general viewpoint. But no, that charity, that wholesome action is a true possession, the real possession, because that follows you from life to life to life. It doesn't part. Doing charity somehow is like keeping money in a saving bank account. What does it mean? Money in the bank account is always accumulating interest, and also it is safe from the 5 enemies. 5 enemies are, the Buddha said the 5 enemies are water, fire. Water is flood. When the flood comes, whatever you have is taken away, but not the money in the bank. Fire burned up everything, but not the money in the bank. And wicked kings. In the olden days, the Buddha gave us a wicked kings to be safe from wicked kings. What did the people do? They put the gold and silver coin in a pot and buried it in the ground. That is the banking system in the old day. So that one, the king doesn't know, so it's safe from the king, wicked king. And also money in the bank is safe from the thieves and robbers. And lastly is the unloved children and kindreds of inheritance. Some people have children who doesn't really care about you. All that they care is your money that you have. And they are always scheming how to get your money. That's why unloved children is one type of enemy. The 5 enemies. Money in the bank is saved from these 5 enemies. So is the charity that you give away is safe from those 5 enemies. One's hard-earned money used for charity is safe from the 5 enemies. And also, happiness occurs again and again whenever you reflect on it. So that is just like interest accumulating on a savings account. You did a charity, you reflect, you think about it again, and when you think about it, you feel happy again. It never ends. Accumulating interest. That's a comparison. Of a modern day banking system and the charity. Having faith and confidence. You all know the Pali word saddha. Having saddha. In the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha and Karma is vital for a Buddhist doing charity. I'm talking about from the perspective of a Buddhist in Buddhism. So having saddha in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha and the law of karma is very important for a person, a Buddhist who is doing charity, donation. Because saddha is like a hand which can help pick up things. You pick up things with your hand. Without the hand you can't. And do what you want in all physical activities. Every day we pick up food and eat. That is, eating food is essential for our life. And the hand is the one doing the job. Saddha is the one that promotes charity or any wholesome activities. If one has saddha, ready to do charity, ready to do wholesome thing. So we say that saddha promotes charity. Saddha has the power to make the mind clear and bright. Once you believe in something, your mind becomes crystal clear and bright and see things vividly and sharply. Nothing vague, nothing obscure, very sharp and clear. That's what saddha does, the power of saddha. With that saddha, the desire to do something become intense and robust. Not just simply, I want to do it, not that much. Oh, I have to do it, I have to do it, I will do it, I shall do it. That kind of intensity rises in you when you have saddha. That's not having. Let's see not having. However, with no saddha, if you don't have saddha, a person's mind is inclined to be at a business meeting, even if that person is in the middle of an environment to donate and meditate. He will leave the place because that person in the middle of among the friends who are donating and meditating, he has no saddha. So he just thinking about leaving the place to go and attend a business appointment. Mind is the leader of all things. Mind leads whatever you do. Whatever happening is led by mind. Let's say if you meditate half-heartedly, you will not see the true Dhamma. However, if you meditate with great desire and strong volition, it is pretty sure you will see the Dhamma. That's one, not having full saddha and having full saddha. The results are different. Because we have a clear, sharp mind, pure mind. Because an impure mind without the saddha is like a rusty knife. Can't cut it blunt. And the pure mind always comes from saddha. It's like a sharp knife. It can cut, chop, slice, dice, anything you want. An act of charity which flows out of your heart is overwhelmed with saddha. You are doing charity and it is just, you just want to. And that wanting to greatly flows out of saddha, the mental factor. Desiring or inclining your mind to charity or to do anything is a start. That desire is a start. That inclination of mind is a start. In other words, the intention, saddha, is the start. After that, once you have that intention, you must put into action. That is when effort comes into play. Because of your desire for charity, no effort is spared to get what you want or to get what you want to do. And at the same time, it doesn't feel like you're exerting enormous effort. That effort that is coming out is like a joyful, natural flow. Just naturally coming out, all these efforts are. It's a great effort, but you don't feel like you are carrying a big burden or exerting a lot. Naturally come out with joy. Having faith in the law of karma. Okay, the law of karma is what? Cause and effect. Having faith in the law of karma is what? Saddha. Saddha is having faith in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and karma. So, having faith in the law of karma, or we can say saddha. I just want to qualify it. Also gives one's a point of view on giving in a different mode. Okay. When you give charity, you have different people have different mood, different modes, different style. But with faith in law of karma, understanding the law of karma, your charity you view in a different way. The law of karma is cause and effect. Pali word is karma vipaka. Karma is action, vipaka is result. Action and result, or cause and effect. Every action produces a result or consequences. When one does a charity, benefits or result also occurs to the donor when you do a charity, apart from the obvious one is you give it, people get it, they are happy, and everybody's happy, and so on. But beyond that, there are some benefits also occur to the donor. And that benefit is, whether you want or not, it will happen. You want it, it will happen. You don't want it, it'll still happen. People can donate to anyone, anybody, under any circumstances, according to their preference. Some like to feed the hungry, some like to help the homeless, some like to help the orphans, some like to donate to the schools and education, some to the cancer, health reason, some like to donate to the church, mosque, a Buddhist temple. Many ways and many places and many things to donate. And we all will donate whatever our preference is. And when we donate, regardless of what religion or what race or whatsoever, giving is a giving, charity is a charity. And that person will receive the appropriate merit or benefit in return. Whether you want it or not, it will happen from the Buddhist point of view. Because that's a law of karma. And if that is the case, it is more effective and wise if one donates with merit or result for oneself in mind. Okay. Apart from the obvious thing, okay, some people donate and say, may I be reborn as a rich man. May I be reborn as a deva or angel. May I be reborn as a famous person. Those are the wish and wants. Okay, we all have something or the other. So, as the result will come out whether you want it or not. If you don't specifically mention it, it's a roll of the dice. Whatever, something good will happen. But if you have a specific wish, specific thing that you want, desire, if you ask for it, that is more likely to happen rather than going astray. So, always incline your minds to what you want when you donate something, give something. But as a Buddhist, wanting or wishing for fame or fortune is considered greed. So it is improper. So what do? It is best to expect or desire chanda. It is best to have a noble desire, chanda, for insight into Dhamma and the ability to practice comfortably without worry to end all suffering. So, our elders and teachers taught us this is how a Buddhist should wish, not for fame and fortune, but always may this charity become the cause for seeing insight into the Dhamma, and may I be able to practice it with comfort and ease without worry, so that finally attain Nibbana, the end of all suffering. So just to make a point, I will use the modern usage. There's a usage called squeaky wheels get greased. A car is going, no sound, nothing. The driver doesn't do anything. As soon as the wheel squeak, you go down and put greased. The same thing, a child and a family didn't ask anything, they eat what is fed, dress what is given, and then the parents say, okay, it's a good girl, that's it, good boy. But one of the children asked, no, I want this, no, I want this, no, I want this. Finally, the parents give to that person. It's a squeaky wheel get greased, modern version example. The same thing, when you incline your mind to what you want, when you wish for it, you will get it. It's more likely to get it because you are squeaking. In some case, you will see some cases, people want or hope for something. Okay, oh, I wish I have this fruit I've been wanting to eat for some time. Just that kind of a thought in your mind. And about an hour later, a friend came and visited you and brought those fruits. Coincidence, maybe. But once it's a coincidence, and when that kind of things happen about over a dozen times, it's not coincidence, there must be something. That person wished for something, of course not out of the world thing, every day. And it just pops up. You miss somebody, and suddenly you got a message that person is going to come and visit you. He's planning a vacation. That kind of little coincidence, but happened repeatedly to that person. It is due to the power of purity of mind. When your mind is pure, when your mind is wholesome, when your mind is not clouded, that purity of mind can make these kind of little things happen. A pure mind is a powerful mind. So, now we have talked about chanda, desire, we have talked about the mind, we have talked about effort. So a person with a noble desire, chanda, having a pure mind, the mind citta, mind is quite pure, not too clouded, not too grumpy, and also putting effort, viriya, and you put and you execute things intelligently and skillfully. It's called vimansa, are bound to succeed in whatever endeavor one is engaging, and the corresponding result will occur. So, what are these factors? Chanda, noble desire. Viriya, effort. Once you have a desire, you put effort. And then citta, the mind is a pure mind, strong mind, clear mind. And then vimansa, skillfully, intelligently, appropriately executed. The ability to execute. Those four are called the four dominant factors of accomplishment. If you want to accomplish something, you apply those four. Most likely you will get the result you will succeed it. One with saddha, performing an act of charity, will be full of joy before, during, and after the event. Just by planning, you are happy, and when you are doing it, you are also happy, and after that too, you are still happy thinking about it. That is immediate result. The occasion will be a success when many people join and help with happiness. When you are doing like that, people knows your attitude and manners, so everybody want to join and help you, and they are also happy. Apart from the successful, tangible current activities, okay, whatever you actually are doing, that's an obvious one. Apart from that, there follows the never diminishing property or possession, merits for many lives to blossom with great beautiful flowers and fruits of life. That charity doesn't end. It has the power to follow you from life to life and still give good result. But your heart must be pure when you are doing it. And all this beautiful life that you are getting is to allow one to pursue the Buddha Dhamma or Satipatthana Vipassana, so that one could attain the end of all suffering. That is the objective, that is the goal we wish for when we do charity with full saddha and pure heart. May all of you be able to do an act of charity with full saddha and understanding full where all the cause and effect and intricate system of charity, and may you be able to practice mindfulness insight meditation with peace and happiness and attain Nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much.